What's up, everybody? Jesse Fresco, Hardcore Bloodshot here with Patrick Strange at the Strange Manor today with all of your pop culture news coming out for this week.
Yep.
Yeah, so a few things have come up this week. First up, Danny Boyle has left James Bond 25 out of creative differences.
What?
Yeah, I was actually kind of looking forward to that because I saw the last one, Spectre, in theaters, and I was horribly bored.
Did not see it.
It's not fun. It's incredibly boring. It's absolutely dull. It's not good.
So is this the proposed Idris Elba? Because that's been rumored. Is he? Or
No, it's still Daniel Craig.
They're still doing Daniel Craig a couple times before.
He's got one more on his contract.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm kind of bummed because I actually like.
You said Daniel Boyle. The name rings familiar, but I can't recall his past work.
28 Days Later,
Yes.
Slumdog Millionaire, Sunshine. I think he's worked a lot with Alex Garland over the years. I think he directed The Beach as well, with Leonardo DiCaprio.
But he did the last Bond, and
no, that was
this was going to be his first.
This was going to be his first one.
Oh.
Yeah, the last one was Sam Mendes.
Okay.
He did the one before that, which was Skyfall, which I think is an okay, passable movie in my opinion. It looks really good, but it's littered with plot holes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but Spectre was not particularly good. Yeah.
Okay, so he's a damn good filmmaker. So that's kind of sad for that franchise.
Yeah,
but I'm sure it's 007. They can court a ton of amazing.
But that's the thing about those Bond films is that they have their plan. They have a style and they want to stick to it. And every time they waver from it, it becomes a mess. Like you look at
what got Danny to not want to be involved with that.
There's not even a script yet, apparently. I mean, there's nothing else that's known about it except Daniel Craig is involved. I mean, there's nothing else.
Unless he has something else that he has up his sleeve.
I don't know.
He's a great filmmaker, so.
I mean, those Bond movies are a very particular formula. Last time they tried to waver from that formula was Quantum of Solace.
Gosh. And that, being a unique voice and creativity, to have to do what corporate wants to do, that could be a
That's the problem, is that these movies are very corporate. They are meant to make money for MGM. And when you mess with the franchise, if it's something they don't like, they're going to fight you on it, All
right, well, good luck to Danny Boyle.
Yeah.
All right. What else we got going on, brother?
Well, getting into filmmakers leaving certain projects, James Gunn is officially fired as the director of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Officially fired. Marvel decided that it was just not worth the effort.
Damn.
Yeah.
Disney. I had hopes.
Disney decided it was not worth the effort, even though the people that were pushing this were right-wing, rape apologists.
Crowd.
Yeah, their right-wing rape apologist guy that pushed this thing in the first place over tweets that were from 10 years ago that he already apologized for. And, but then there were certain photos that came out of James Gunn at a pedophile party. You can find them on the internet. Yeah, he's dressed up as a priest.
The theme was pedophile. It wasn't a bunch of pedophiles.
No, it wasn't that. But the theme of it was he was dressed as a priest. Yeah, okay, he was dressed up as a priest, and he was with women that looked like they were dressed up as young kids. It's not a good image, and so I think Marvel and Disney said, "All right, we can't fight that." It is what it is. It just is what it is. It bums me out. All the cast has been fighting it constantly, but
because they know him as a person.
They know him as a person, so that's
people make mistakes. People go, if I was held to what I did as a young adult, I probably wouldn't be here now. You know what I'm saying? Doing this and with you guys. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Yep, there they are. That's the photos.
We have Marianne showing us some of the stuff to the side.
Yep. You can't really fight that. You can't fight it, man. It just is what it is.
I have problems with that.
It sucks.
The film is about retribution. The film is, there's a story there, and I think there's a large amount of love that he has for these characters in this franchise. It's sad. I'm sad. I'm sad about that.
So. Marvel, they play it safe. I mean, Marvel plays it safe. Disney plays it safe. They say they're all about being, forgiving.
If they were held accountable for their checkered past.
Yeah.
Come on.
Those images of racist stereotypes in all their previous Disney films.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
It is hypocritical, but it's their franchise. They can do whatever they want with it.
Yeah.
The actors, they can say they don't want to do the film, but the problem is that they can't break their contracts, otherwise they'll be sued into the ground. So they have to just deal with it. That's the problem with working for a studio that has that much money and that much pull.
You're right. You've depressed me, Jesse. Move on.
All right, so how about some positive news?
Positive news.
Crazy Rich Asians is still #1 at the box office.
Hey now! Yes. Super excited.
Yes.
As you know, I went to see the press screening.
You love this movie.
I love this movie, y'all. If you're following me on Twitter, Instagram, especially my Twitter, I've been posting story after story. It's all up on my Facebook.
I have yet to see it. I have not time.
I need you to see it, Jesse. I know you're not probably a romantic comedy guy, but I think this will change your mind in regards to romantic comedies.
I'm working on it. I'm going to get to it.
There's a deeper story about being an immigrant story. You know, and that you have the Asians living over in Asia, and then Asian American experience. But then there's a very strong female storyline. Amazing stories with women in this. Just all that. There's a dynamic love story there. Family. There's such a great cast. The ensemble is amazing. Beautifully shot. There's an appreciation for the culture, for the arts, for the food. I can't tell you, Marianne, did that not make you hungry watching that film? Oh my God, I can't wait to go to Singapore. I was ready to eat. It'll make you hungry.
Okay.
You can tell that John Chu loves him some food because you can see, I think he lingered a little too long on some of the shots. It felt like a food movie or a food network show, but it was just showing that appreciation. But it does have a little bit of controversy with it, and I've kind of been talking a little bit about this or posting articles on my pages to see what people thought. Some people have problems with Awkwafina, who is a Asian American former rapper before she got into the film business with Ocean's 8. She also did some other films before this, but I think this is
mainly like animated stuff, like animated voiceovers and stuff.
I don't know if it was that, but she grew to fame as a rapper, and she adopted the moniker of Awkwafina. Not Avion or Dasani.
Is it Aquafina or something like that?
Something like that. But she took that as a moniker. But again, she's an Asian American who grew up in New York, grew up with a love for hip hop. And, that kind of was part of her persona that she, took as a young person. She grew to fame with a song called My Vag, which is hilarious. New York Bitches. But basically it was a lot of female empowerment within her music and her hip hop. And then she landed these roles in film, and now she's blown up. But there's a big controversy because a lot of people think that she is using a lot of the AAV vernacular in her speech, and she's capitalized off of African Americans throughout her career. But I don't know. I kind of go both ways on that. I can understand that because African Americans have been had everything from them stolen. Their identity, their culture, their history, and I can understand that. But I think it also has to go back into how are you raised and culture. They're saying it's cultural appropriation, but I think there's a lot of things a lot deeper than that. So there was controversy over that. Another big controversy was with the lead actor played by Henry Golding. He plays the character of Nick Young, who is the rich guy who falls in love with Rachel Chu, which is a Constant Wu's character. There was controversy because he wasn't full-blooded Asian. They had problems with that. Because he's a mixed guy. He's half British, half Asian.
Oh God, who cares?
There was huge problems with that, and I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" So it's just been one thing after the other of people trying to shut this down. I wouldn't be surprised if it was those right wingers that were trying to shut everything else. It's ridiculous, but the estimates have shown it's needed. We want this film. Well, we want characters of diverse on the screen. It's an amazing film. Go check it out. See it for yourself. Then come with your opinion. But if you're coming without having seen it, I don't value your opinion. You know what I'm saying? For real.
I agree.
Seriously.
So I'll need to see it now.
I wasn't saying I don't value, but you know what I'm saying? How people hate on shit without knowing things and knowing the history behind things and people. Yeah. Like, come on, people.
This is based on a series of books, right?
Yes. Kevin Kwan wrote this. I think it's 3 sets of books. The first one was Crazy Rich Asians. The next one was Rich People Problems, I think, or Crazy Rich Girlfriend. And then the third one was Rich People Problems. So it's a trilogy. Okay. And I'm so thankful that it did so well because I really want to see
get the next two.
Second, I want a trilogy. I want these 3 films to be made.
Or it's gonna be like those Richard Linklater, those Sunset movies, Before Sunset, After Sunset, and stuff like that. It's gonna be kind of like that.
I don't know, but it's a very.
I don't think it's gonna be anywhere as good as those. But, that's just my thoughts.
So I think it's a very interesting cast, and it presents a whole another story that I don't think we see here too much in the U.S. Yeah. And it gets us Asian actors work. I gotta say, I've been posting a lot on my Instagram of some of my past acting work, just so hopefully I can.
I saw that.
Some more roles, because hey, we're out here. We're ready to be superheroes and actors in your lead roles, and as well too. We're not just these techie guys to the corner or these criminals that I've played plenty of on America's Most Wanted.
Exactly.
But yeah, so very happy about it. Yeah, so let us know as well on that. But yep. So you super excited about Crazy Rich Asians.
Yeah. So you mentioned superheroes. Deadpool 2 has hit Blu-ray finally. A lot of people are happy about that.
Yes.
What did you think of it?
I thought it was okay. Not as good as the first.
I'm in the same boat.
I think I would have loved it if I didn't see the first. That's the problem. Basically was the same formula.
It's the same
That's
movie.
The problem.
It's the same movie.
You wanted another, you know what I'm saying? You wanted to take it to another level.
And also...
So I'm not mad at it, because it gave me what I liked, but it didn't progress it.
Yeah, it's kind of... And also, it felt like it was kind of like they smashed together a movie that felt like it was 2.5 hours into 2 hours. Did you feel like it was moving a little quick?
I think so, yeah.
It felt a little too quick. Like, they got to that prison real fast.
Yeah. Yeah, people calling in, letting us know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, somebody's already pissed.
This is what happens when you film a strange man. Things are going on.
It felt like the movie moved a little too fast for me. Mm-hmm. Like, they got right to the prison, and
They did?
Yeah, it was like, it's too quick. And they kill Vanessa in the first, 5 minutes of the movie, and I was like, Yeah, and I was like, really? Like, he sees his wife get killed in front of him, and then the rest of the movie he's cracking jokes. It's like, it's a weird tonal shift.
Yeah.
It felt weird. It felt strange. It wasn't as funny because of that, because the tone of a movie gets set up in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
When your tone is, in your opening movie, the opening of your movie is the main character's wife is violently murdered, it's hard to laugh at jokes like the Juggernaut getting an electrical cord shoved up his asshole. It's hard to laugh.
Yeah, because it's a beloved character. We love that character. Yeah, that whole film was about love. The first film.
Yeah,
and
the first one opens appropriately, where it's him with the pizza, and he's holding the guy up. Like, that's an appropriate opening for a movie like that. And it's funny. It's a good joke. It felt weird in the opening of this movie. It felt like there was two separate scripts they smashed together and sort of took the best scenes and just cobbled it together.
I think that's probably also due to the loss of, I think it was Tim Miller, was the writer-director.
When he left the project.
Ryan Reynolds' partner when he did the first one.
I think that's probably what it was, that the creative differences is that they wanted to go a little darker because they had the sequel. Tim Miller was like, no, the first one is what people wanted. And I think that he just said, look, it's just not worth it. It's not worth fighting it.
Yeah.
And also, it doesn't help that I think that the buyout from Marvel was happening around the same time.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah, so that could have affected it as well. So overall, it was fine. It's
I could ask you. Well, with a lot of your issues and qualms with it, one of my things was Cable.
He's fine.
He was fine, but could have been a lot better, though.
He doesn't have a lot of... He has no depth. He has zero depth. Well, then again, that's kind of appropriate because Rob Liefeld's character in the 90s had no depth. It's almost like meta in that respect because it is reflective of 90s books and that they have no substance.
Did we even see his feet at all in the film?
I don't think we ever saw his feet. No, there's a one shot where it's looking down on them when they're outside the school. You see his feet.
It would have been a good money joke.
Yeah.
If they would kind of...
Like they shrunk his feet. Well, no, they kind of do because when Deadpool gets ripped in half, he has the baby feet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when he gets ripped in half and he's regrowing his legs, he has the little baby feet.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So, yeah, they do have a Rob Liefeld baby feet joke.
Secret pun.
Secret pun is in there. Yeah, so that's the best scene in the movie.
He wasn't as developed as I would have hoped.
Yeah.
Cable's always been a very big popular character, but he just kind of was he was just there.
He's just there.
And then, but I will say, what was classic with them saying that we're going to get the X-Force in there, which we did see. We got Domino, who I thought was bad, but Zazie Beetz killed it.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
But you expected Shatterstar to do something. You saw all these
best scene in the movie is when they all got killed.
Fucking wiped the fuck out, dude.
It's great.
That was good.
Yeah, I love the fact in the final trailer for that movie, they build up the X-Force like, oh, yeah, this is going to be huge.
Exactly.
And then they just kill them off within about 2 seconds.
And I gotta say, again, throwing back to Crazy Rich Asians and Asians, you had such a money actor.
Mm-hmm.
And is Daniel Wu?
Yes, Daniel Wu.
Daniel Wu played Shatterstar, and you also see him on that one show. What's the name of that show?
Is it Into the Badlands?
It's on AMC. Yes, Into the Badlands.
Into the Badlands.
Thank you, my brother.
Into the Badlands.
Yeah, so you had a money guy playing Shatterstar, and he got fucking just
He
destroyed.
gets annihilated by a helicopter.
Done.
Helicopter blade.
What the fuck?
The best one.
Oh, and my other favorite dude, the dude in the commercials, the Old Spice guys.
Terry Crews.
Terry Crews, I fucking love Terry Crews.
Crews gonna get killed.
They gave us these guys, and then they come to fucking find out.
And then Skarsgård, Bill Skarsgård, it's like from fucking It, the Pennywise.
Yes,
That gets fucking sucked into a goddamn wood chipper.
and fucking Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt for like 20 frames.
That was a huge surprise.
Oh, that was great. Oh man, it's perfect.
So yeah, but to get that joke,
yes,
it's perfect.
It's like it was all the problems of the movie. That 5-minute scene, it just made it worth it. It was so worth it.
I'll give it that.
So yeah, the movie is messy, but it's not a mess.
Yeah,
I'll say that. So it's still had fun, but I still think the first one is better.
I would agree with you there, but
It's still, but it's on Blu-ray now. I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of extras. So yeah, I would say.
oh yeah, there's a super duper cut.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
they added some stuff
extended
back
shit.
in, which is probably is like I was saying, it's a 2.5 hour movie smashed into 2 hours.
So
That's
maybe
probably
we'll
what
get a
was in
little
there.
bit more that we were missing.
That's probably
Maybe
what
we'll
was in
clean it
there.
up.
Yeah. They probably had a ruthless editor have to go in there and cut some stuff out to get it down to a runtime that was reasonable.
And you got to sell those DVDs, man. You got to push that home video market.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's all that's in news this week. It's been kind of a slow week.
All right. Well, thank you, Jesse. Everybody else, let us know what you think in the comments below, and check out our other episode on the channel where we break down all the releases for this week.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
We'll be right back.